The following game contains eerie music, disturbing sound effects, and unsettling imagery. It is intended for mature audiences and is not suitable for the faint of heart or those under the appropriate age group. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello everyone, this is StarDev94 and welcome back to It Moves. Today we will be doing the third chapter, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. If you can. Wait a minute, wasn't I just here? And I'm here again, what is going on? I swear, every time I go through that door, I end up in this same corridor over and over again. And it gets redder every time I enter. Oh boy. Now where am I? And what's with the pentagram and this strange machinery? Also, I would like to take the time to apologize for the lag that you see in this video. I tried to get slops to record this section smoothly, but no matter what I tried, it simply wouldn't, so I'm going to have to stick with what I have. Anyways, now that I've gotten that out of the way, let's try to find the other switches. Found another switch. Now, time to find a path that this switch opened. This place sure is creepy. I definitely wouldn't want to hang around this section. Okay, that next switch has to be around here somewhere. Maybe if I try this path. I guess that switch is still locked, so let's try another path. Maybe the path to the right has a switch I can trigger. There it is, another switch. Let's press this one. Okay, what is with this random clown music? Excuse me, can I help you with something? Is there any particular reason why you're staring at me, Mr. Red Clown Face? Okay, you seem a little too interested in me. I don't like that at all. Okay, I don't know what that was about, so let's just keep looking for the switches before something else happens. Believe it or not, I have had dreams that take place in some kind of dark abandoned factory with bizarre machinery, but they were nowhere near as frightful as this one. Anyways, time to go back to the northeast corner of the maze. I think that gate's been unlocked due to the switch I pressed earlier. Okay, that's another switch down. And now the water's running. As creepy as this place is, I do find it has some pretty good atmosphere. Maybe one of the switches is in the southwest corner of this godforsaken maze. Let's go see if it's there, shall we? Okay, I think I can see the switch from where I currently am. So let's go over there and press it. Okay, this has to be the last switch, right? Whoa! What was that? Well, it looks like I was wrong because this one gate is still locked. That means there's a switch I still haven't unlocked yet somewhere. Maybe one of these switches is in the northwest corner of the maze. Let's go find that switch. I'm not sure what this strange looking structure is for. I'm starting to wonder if there's a point to all these weird looking machines in this maze. Okay, there's another switch I need to press. Now all I have to do is press this switch and I think it will unlock one of the gates. Probably the gate at the south end of the maze. Now let's go check to see if that switch unlocked that last gate. It appears this northwest switch finally unlocked that gate. So now it's time to press the final switch. Here goes. Okay, what was that? Whatever that sound was, that is not a good sign. Whatever made that sound is probably at the center of that maze, so let's go see what it... Oh no! What is that? Seriously, what is that thing? Did I seriously just get eaten by whatever that thing is supposed to be? It's funny how certain words can remain hidden from your mind, no matter how blatant or obvious they are. One word came to me that night, lying there in darkness alone, frightened, aware of. A rotten change in the atmosphere. a thickening of the air, as if something had displaced it. As I heard the first casual twist of the bedsheets below, the first anxious increase of my heartbeat at the realization that something was once again in the bottom bunk. That word, a word which had been sent into exile, filtered up through my consciousness, breaking free of all repression, gasping for air, screaming, etching, and carving itself into my mind. Ghost. As this thought came to me, I noticed that my unwelcome visitor had ceased moving. The bedsheets lay calm and dormant, but they had been replaced by something far more hideous. A slow, rhythmic, rasping breath heaved and escaped from the thing below. I could imagine its chest rising and falling with each sordid, wheezing, and garbled breath. I shuddered and hoped beyond all hope that it would leave without occurrence. The house lay, as it had the previous night, in a thick blanket of darkness. Silence prevailed, all but for the perverted breath as my as yet unseen bunkmate. I lay there terrified. I just wanted this thing to go, to leave me alone. What did it want? Then something unmistakably chilling transpired. It moved. It moved in a way different from before. When it threw itself around in the bottom bunk, it seemed unrestrained, without purpose. Almost animalistic. For that thing lying there in the darkness, that thing which seemed intent on terrorizing a young boy, calmly and nonchalantly sat up. Its labored breathing had become louder. Now only a mattress and a few flimsy wooden slats separated my body from the unearthly breath below. I lay there, my eyes filled with tears, a fear which mere words cannot relate to you. Or anyone else coursed through my veins. I would not have believed that this fear could have been heightened, but I was so wrong. I imagined what this thing would look like, sitting there listening from below my mattress, hoping to catch the slightest hint that I was awake. Imagination then turned to an unnerving reality. It began to touch the wooden slat which my mattress sat on. It seemed to caress them carefully, running through what I imagined to be fingers and hands across the surface of the wood. Then, with great force, it prodded angrily between the two slats into the mattress. Even through the padding, it felt as though someone had viciously stuck their fingers into my side. I let out an almighty cry, and the wheezing, shaking, and moving thing in the bunk below replied by violently shaking the bunk as it had done the night before. Small flakes of paint powdered onto my blanket from the wall, as the frame of the bed scraped along it, backwards and forwards. Once again, I was bathed in light, and there stood my mother, loving, caring, as she always was, with a comforting hug and calming words which eventually subdued my hysteria. Of course, she asked what I was wrong, but I could not say. I dared not say. I simply said one word over and over again. Nightmare. This pattern of events continued for weeks, if not months. Night after night, I would awaken to the sound of rustling sheets. Each time I would scream so as to not provide this abomination time for me to prod and feel for me. We each cried, the bed would shake violently. Stopping with the arrival of my mother, who would spend the rest of the night in the bottom bunk, seemingly unaware of the sinister force torturing her son nightly. Along the way, I managed to feign illness a few times to come up with other less than truthful reasons for sleeping in my parents' bed, but more often than not, I would be alone for the first few hours of each night in that place. The room where the light from outside did not sit right. Alone with that thing. With time, you can become desensitized to almost anything, no matter how horrific. I had come to realize that, for whatever reason, this thing could not harm me when my mother was present. I'm sure the same would have been said for my father, but as loving as he was, waking him from sleep was almost impossible. Waking me, on the other hand, was no trouble at all, thanks to the nightmares. Chapter 4: Anger Overload. Okay, time to save. Remember, save early, save often. Okay, this is where I'm going to end the video. Next time, we will do Chapter 4. This is StarDev94 signing out.